Hello and welcome to the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show presented by Lundgren Honda of Auburn. Andy Lacombe sitting in for Kevin Shea here, the holiday edition with Coach Bill Gibbons.
Per usual.
Yes, per usual. Coach, we're coming into the holidays, obviously, and you're preparing to head to Arizona State. It's the time that we're talking here today. You're coming off a game to UMass Amherst, and I know you talked to Kev about the UMass Lowell game, but those are two games that you had identified as huge games, season-turning type games for the Holy Cross Women's basketball team. You beat UMass Lowell. You lost a tough one to UMass on Sunday. What do you take from those two games heading forward?
Well, the UMass Lowell game obviously was just what the doctor ordered as far as the win, and I did talk about that with Kev. The UMass game was a real tough one. I just watched the film this morning with assistant Coach Parks. Matt and Ian are on the road already out for a big tournament in Arizona, but it was a tough one. It was like a tough league game against a tough Patriot League team, although they're a level higher, and we played great in the first half, and they play 92% zone, and we cut it up like a hot knife through butter. We really moved the ball and played great defense, and then in the second half it was one of those things. They switched to a switching man-to-man, and we got shots. We just didn't make them, Andy, and it kind of started snowballing, and they went on a 22-4 run. I think I used 3 timeouts in that run, and then we weathered the storm a little bit and got a lead, and then they came back and tied it, and it was make or miss down the stretch, and they made more shots than we did. So it was really a demoralizing one, but on the other side of it, I have my rotation down. I know how we need to play in the league, and we just need to finish games with a young team. We had some of our young guys just get a little tight in the second half, and you know we've got to find ways to win those games on the road. But again, the saving grace was I know now how we have to play in the Patriot League. What's our identity, and we've kind of figured that out, and then I'm solid with our rotation, which was another big thing you try to find out in the non-conference. So Arizona State will be a different ball of wax because they're 23rd in the country right now. They're really good. We're not going to be able to do some of the things to them that we're going to do to teams in the Patriot League. So we got to compete. We got to certainly work offensively on scoring against a real team that's really tough man-to-man defense. So that'll help us. Plus, it'll be a team bonding trip to stay together, to come together. Basketball 101, as your compadre Kev Shea calls it. You know, no more academics. And this, I'm going to try to really talk to him today before practice and turn this into a positive, going out there to compete at Arizona State and get ready for the lid lifter against BU.
Kev Shea loves talking about those because he never got to go on those fun trips as much at Bentley College. All right, we'll talk a little bit more about that, where we're headed here in the women's basketball season when we come back on the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show presented by Lundgren Honda of Auburn.
Welcome to Lundgren Honda of Auburn. We are the largest Honda dealer in central Massachusetts. Choose from over 500 new and pre-owned Hondas, always in stock. And inside, you'll find all the support you'll need to make your ownership experience the best it can be. That's why we have the highest return of repeat buyers here at Lundgren Honda. Listen, if we don't have it here, chances are you won't find it anywhere. Lundgren Honda of Auburn. Experience it.
Worcester, a city defined by a heritage of innovation, fortitude, and caring.
Where the community is diverse and full of promise.
Unibank is proud to introduce Invest Worcester,
A savings account that reinvests deposits into home ownership, small business, and community development.
While earning a premium rate of interest, help invest in Worcester's future.
Unibank. Together, we can build a better Worcester.
Wachusett Wine and Spirits, where you'll shop in comfort one of the area's largest selection of over 1,500 domestic, international, and craft beers. A wide selection of fine domestic and international wines for any occasion, as well as unique premium liquors and handcrafted spirits. Wachusett staff is committed to exceptional customer service and finding specialty items for their customers. Visit WachusettLiquors.com for monthly specials and gift certificates. Route 12 West Boylston, across from the Manor.
Percy's is a proud sponsor of the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show. At Percy's, we've got it all. Appliances, electronics, televisions, and more. Percy's, 19 Glennie Street in Worcester, right off of Gold Star Boulevard. Visit us online at percys.com.
Established in 1939, Standard Auto is a name that you can trust. With over 40 acres of early and late model parts, Standard Auto has what you need. Bring us your worn out or used cars. Call us last for the best prices. Standard Auto, 257 Granite Street in Worcester.
It's Meze Greek Tapas Bar and Grill, Worcester's only authentic Greek tapas, 156 Shrewsbury Street in Worcester.
Cowbella Restaurant, Pizza and Catering Service, located at 402 Grove Street in Worcester. The best caterer for 4 years running.
Portions of the Holy Cross Basketball Show are brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin'. O'Connor's Restaurant and Bar, 1160 West Boylston Street in Worcester. Visit us at the West Boylston DQ Chill and Grill on Route 12, right off of I-190 Exit 4. Visit us online at dqcakes.com.
Welcome to the Compass Tavern. At the Compass, we offer a delicious menu featuring the best American style and New England dishes made from scratch in our kitchen. Whether it's lunch, dinner, or special celebrations, the Compass Tavern is the place to go.
The Holy Cross Basketball Show is presented by Lundgren Honda of Auburn.
All right, welcome back, Coach. We are getting set. You're getting set to head off to Arizona, play Arizona State. It's a one game down there against the Sun Devils, who are, as you mentioned, a top 25 team. They're somewhere in the range of 8-2, and they've won a bunch of games in a row, and they score a lot of points. I don't know if do you compare them at all to Penn State, a similar team you played earlier in the year in terms of the level of competition that you'll have to step up to?
Yeah, they're actually a little better than Penn State. They're a little bigger, Andy, and obviously ranked where Penn State is close to being ranked but isn't. But a little different, athletic, but a little bigger inside. You know, we're probably going to have to play them a lot of zone because it'll be a tough matchup man-to-man against them. So they're similar in some ways at the guard spot, but they're a little bigger, and we're going to have to really play our zone and make them try to beat us from outside.
This is a trip. You get on an airplane. Whole team gets together. You get a couple of days in the sunshine, hopefully, of Arizona. But it's a business trip to play basketball. But how big a deal is this, and what expectations do you go down with in terms of what you want to get accomplished here this next couple of
Well,
days?
yeah, there's a lot of things we want. We obviously want to compete and try to steal one, shock the world, and every game you got a shot if we can make shots and defend them. And it is a business trip, like you say. But in the other way, we haven't taken a trip like this in a while. They're all done finals. We have a young team, 6 freshmen, so it is a come-together trip as far as team bonding and getting together, getting that chemistry, because right around the corner is the start of a new season in the Patriot League with our lid lifter against BU here on the 30th. So there's a lot of things, and the girls are all going home. And the Patriot League did a nice thing, Andy. We used to go the 28th with the opener. So the girls would have to come back on Christmas night or the next day. They pushed it back to the 30th. So just for this reason, so teams could take trips before, and you get a little more time with family. So they'll be off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and not back till Tuesday night, and we'll still have 3 days to get ready. So for BU, so I think it's good in that way, and it's been a tough non-conference with some tough losses, but I am not gonna get down, and I got to circle the wagons, as you said, and get this group ready for a new season, and I'm confident that my staff and I will.
Like the late Marv Levy, nobody circles the wagons like Coach Gibbons. All right, so Coach, the student athletes have to be pumped up for this trip. Right. I mean, I know I would be.
Right.
Can you sneak me in some golf clubs on in the back of the plane? I mean, you're going to Arizona. I mean, with expectations of hopefully trying to compete, and if you can steal one against one of the better teams in the country.
Right.
But, when you go down there, it's got to be a little bit of a reward to, all right, we worked hard. It hasn't gone our way necessarily so far, but we're going to have some have a little bit of fun, hopefully, and get
Right,
down there and
right.
come together as a team.
Right. Well, there's two ways you can go. You can feel sorry for yourself and feel down and go one way, or you can, and that's my job as the leader of this program, to pick us back up, to say we're going to go out there and compete, we're going to get better, we're going to do things together, we're going to go to their men's game Tuesday night, we're going to go to this shopping thing and be together, and know that this is bringing us together, and hopefully that chemistry off the court is going to carry over to on the court, and we're going to play better, and because we just need to finish games and win games in the Patriot League, as Nate talked about earlier, to move up the ladder and get a good seating and compete to hang another banner here.
Good topper offer would be to bring your bearded PA guy to play golf. We'll leave that maybe for next season.
Next season, maybe.
Coach, thanks. We'll be back in just a little bit and have more of the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show presented by Lundgren Honda of Auburn.
It's Meze Greek Tapas Bar and Grill, Worcester's only authentic Greek tapas, 156 Shrewsbury Street in Worcester.
Welcome to Lundgren Honda of Auburn. We are the largest Honda dealer in central Massachusetts. Choose from over 500 new and pre-owned Hondas, always in stock. And inside, you'll find all the support you'll need to make your ownership experience the best it can be. That's why we have the highest return of repeat buyers here at Lundgren Honda. Listen, if we don't have it here, chances are you won't find it anywhere. Lundgren Honda of Auburn. Experience it.
Worcester, a city defined by a heritage of innovation, fortitude, and caring.
Where the community is diverse and full of promise.
Unibank is proud to introduce Invest Worcester,
A savings account that reinvests deposits into home ownership, small business, and community development.
While earning a premium rate of interest, help invest in Worcester's future.
Unibank. Together, we can build a better Worcester.
Percy's is a proud sponsor of the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show. At Percy's, we've got it all. Appliances, electronics, televisions, and more. Percy's, 19 Glennie Street in Worcester, right off of Gold Star Boulevard. Visit us online at percys.com.
Established in 1939, Standard Auto is a name that you can trust. With over 40 acres of early and late model parts, Standard Auto has what you need. Bring us your worn out or used cars. Call us last for the best prices. Standard Auto, 257 Granite Street in Worcester.
The Bagel Inn, 785 Main Street, Route 122A in Holden. Open daily at 5:30 a.m.
Specializing in wicked awesome bone-in and boneless wings, the Wicked Wing Company, 321 West Boylston Street in Worcester, is your home for the best wings in Worcester. Check out our menu online at wickedwingco.com.
The Fix Burger Bar. Handmade burgers, elixirs, and shakes for whatever ails you.
Chick-fil-A Westboro proudly supports the Crusaders women's basketball program. We would love the opportunity to serve you at our restaurant at 286 Turnpike Road, Westboro. Here's to a great season.
Mark Bernier is your Worcester area Edward Jones financial advisor. Whether you're planning for retirement, college, or protecting your financial future, give Mark a call at 508-755-1213.
City Trophy, conveniently located at 32 Auburn Street in Auburn.
Visit us at the Commercial Fruit and Garden Outlet. Personalized fruit and gift baskets for the holidays or any occasion. 1050 Southbridge Street on the Worcester-Auburn line. Beautiful to look at, delicious to eat.
After the game, come on down to Flip Flops on Main Street in Holden. Good food, good friends, good times. Flip Flops on Main Street in Holden.
Portions of the Holy Cross Basketball Show are brought to you by The Boynton, 117 Highland Street in Worcester. Visit us online at boyntonrestaurant.com.
Quinn's Irish Pub on West Boylston Street in Worcester. From appetizers, lunch, dinner, or our weekly specials, our pub selections are a must on your night out. Meet friends, celebrate with family, or just hang out at the Oak Barrel Tavern. The Tavern experience at its best. 229 Grove Street in Worcester. Visit us today.
The Holy Cross Basketball Show is presented by Lundgren Honda of Auburn.
Welcome back to the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show presented by Lundgren Honda of Auburn, joined by the Director of Athletics here at the College of the Holy Cross, Nathan Pine. And Nate, this is, first of all, a pretty exciting time to be on campus here at Holy Cross. Just walking in here to the Hart Center, now the Hart Center at the Luth Athletic Complex. It's a different feel. It's a different, it's still in progress, but there's huge glass doors. It's got a big feel as you walk in, and I guess just what's your excitement level as the progress gets made here?
I think it's been a long time coming. We're a year into the project now, but it's starting to take shape, and I think that's what's exciting is people that have been to campus for the start of this season have started to see the new entryway, the auxiliary court, the indoor facility, all of the pieces that are coming together as part of this project. And it's a huge project, so we've got a little better than a year and a half still to work on it. And there'll be other pieces that come online as we get going. But I think the excitement around campus, certainly our student athletes that are using the facility now, our coaches that are recruiting to this facility, we see where we're headed at Holy Cross, and that's a really big thing for us.
A year ago, I think on this show, you and I were sitting here talking about how exciting it was and it was coming. Now there's actually, construction, concrete, so to speak, no pun intended, is happening here. The basketball floor behind us, everything's a little bit brighter. It's a little, people will notice changes even now when they come in, even with the construction outside.
And that's one of the exciting things. The way this is sequenced, needing to play basketball games and hockey games in the building, we had to get a lot of that work done this summer. So the basketball arena got quite a refresh, and we went with a new court, certainly a new color scheme and paint design on there. And it's been very well received. We also got in and redid all the lower bleachers. So there were a lot of improvements that we saw here in this first year that I think people are getting excited about it. It's funny to think a year ago they were starting to line out some measurements and some sticks out there of what the facility is going to be, but now, no, with all the steel up and the structure going in, it's a lot more exciting.
And you can watch all this progress online as well.
Of course, we've got it streamed every day, and we've got a lot of folks that tune in to check on the daily progress, and you can see the outside of the building, but now a lot of the work is coming inside, and that was really helpful. Last year we had a pretty good winter, so we were able to get a lot of that work done, and now this year a lot of our work is inside, so we'll be able to move forward. Everything's on schedule and on budget, so on a construction project of this size, that's a really good place to be.
That is a good place to be, no question about it. You mentioned auxiliary court, and I think really that's it for the women's basketball team, the men's basketball team. They've never been able to practice at the same time before. This is kind of it's a pretty big deal for these two programs that scheduling the way things are and games the way things are, you could have two practices going on at once.
It's a very big deal, and then especially when you add on a volleyball team needing to get some practice in there too. Having two courts where those three teams can interchange through, because some of those seasons do overlap, are really important. And that's the whole thing about this facility is it gives a lot of our teams more space, more time to develop our student athletes. Our strength and conditioning area is growing considerably, and part of the reason for that is we need to have so many student athletes use that in such a small period of time after the academic schedule. We need to be able to accommodate those. So in sports medicine and strength and conditioning, a lot of these are expanded areas, and it's just a better way for us to support our student athletes.
It's the holiday season. The student athletes here at the college are in the community a lot. The women's basketball team has the organizations they work with. I know the football team and the Big Brothers and the hockey teams as well. How big a part of the college athletic experience is that for you, for the student athletes here at Holy Cross?
I think it's an important part of the Jesuit tradition. And so for us being a Jesuit school, that's a key piece. When you look at it, we have started measuring them among the national metrics. With the NCAA, there's an app called Helper Helper, where our student athletes log in when they're doing service hours in the community. And it was pretty telling because Holy Cross was in the top 5 nationally of Division I in service hours. So our kids are out in the Worcester community, and when we start tracking that against other schools and some of that service time is pretty remarkable. Just the day-to-day, how much our student athletes are interacting in the community. And that's good both sides. It's great for the community, and it's great for our kids to have that experience, and that's part of the Holy Cross experience that we recruit to.
As an athletics department, there really isn't an off season, but is this one of the busier times of the year when you transition from the fall and the football season, the beginning of that basketball season? The hockey season goes basically for the entire year. Is this? I mean, what is this season? How does it rank up to spring and fall in terms of how busy this department is? This group is.
traditionally the key times are, you said it, the overlap times. So the fall to winter sport transition and then the winter to spring sport transition are the busy times because you're overlapping multiple teams. But right now it's actually, this is kind of the stride of it, if you will, because hockey's already into the middle part of their season. Now they're getting a little break. The basketball teams are into their season. They're getting a little break. Now we're going to start getting into our league schedules, so things just get ratcheted up a little bit more in the intensity. But it's a lot of fun. The winter time is an exciting time at Holy Cross. Obviously, our winter sports are lined up to be very competitive this year. We're going to be in the hunt late in the season, so that's pretty exciting stuff.
The run the men's team made last year, obviously pretty exciting, beneficial for the college as well. What was that like, and how does that buzz carry over through the entire athletic program into this season?
You know, it's funny, that momentum, the winning mentality is something that permeates through one team to another in an athletic department. So that was huge for us. I think it was huge for us in many ways. One, from an attitude that we can do it. I think the other piece of it is from the exposure that you get. We did some quantifiable numbers on that month run in March and how much exposure the college got. And when you value that out, it was over $100 million in exposure to Holy Cross. Well, that's huge for admissions for the college. It's huge for us on the recruiting trail. So all of our teams benefit from that kind of exposure and that kind of run on many different levels.
As we go through the winter season here, the basketball teams both getting into the league, as you said, shortly here after the Christmas holiday. What would it mean, obviously, for the teams, the basketball teams that we'll start with, to capture a Patriot League crown and have another run, men's and women's side?
That's the goal when we set out every year, both on the men's side and the women's side. The men's side, it came from a kind of an improbable regular season, and then we had a really good Patriot League tournament run, and then got a win in the NCAA tournament. So hopes are high. You know, we were still a team that didn't win a lot of games during the season, so we have to temper some of those expectations, but the best part of it is our guys know they can do it. Now, our ladies are a very talented team. We've challenged ourselves with a tough schedule here in the out-of-conference season. We do that because we think it sets us up for more success in the Patriot League. So we play a really tough schedule. We play some tough teams, knowing that when we get into the league, we're going to be well prepared to hopefully finish right in the hunt and win a championship, because that's what we set out to do. There's a lot of banners in this gym, and we're very proud of them.
You see, in your third year now, you've seen a lot of games. You've been to a lot of games. You're not from necessarily the Worcester area or originally, but how much have you become? Obviously, you have to a Holy Cross fan. I mean, are you a fanatic now as an athletic director? You have to be, right?
No question.
Yeah.
I go to a ton of games. That's something that I told our coaches and our student athletes when I first got here. You're going to see me supporting you at a lot of games, because in my mind, that's part of this community. That's exactly what we do. And just like our kids get out and give service and are involved in the Worcester community, I try and do that as well through Big Brothers Big Sisters and a few other opportunities, because as the leader of this organization, I need to be front and center there at games in the community. And I'm very excited about all the things that are going on here. It's hard to imagine it's been 3 years because it's gone so fast, but the place is almost unrecognizable in a lot of ways, and the enthusiasm and the energy, certainly the facilities. There's a lot of things going on and a lot of positive momentum that we're carrying through into Holy Cross athletics.
We did this show, you and I, last year. It seems like I'll fill in probably next year if we're both still here. And what will we talk about a year from now? What do you hope to be talking about a year from now?
I'd love to be talking about a couple more banners going up here in the Hart Center. I'd love to be talking about the grand opening and the ribbon cutting on this facility. And hopefully we'll talk about a couple of our other teams stepping in and either getting into the playoff conversation or getting into the NCAAs, because that's the ultimate goal of where we're trying to get our program.
All right, Nathan Pine, Director of Athletics for the College of the Holy Cross. Thanks very much, Nate. Appreciate the time. We're back with much more of the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show, presented by Lundgren Honda of Auburn, after this.
Welcome to Lundgren Honda of Auburn. We are the largest Honda dealer in central Massachusetts. Choose from over 500 new and pre-owned Hondas, always in stock. And inside, you'll find all the support you'll need to make your ownership experience the best it can be. That's why we have the highest return of repeat buyers here at Lundgren Honda. Listen, if we don't have it here, chances are you won't find it anywhere. Lundgren Honda of Auburn. Experience it.
Worcester, a city defined by a heritage of innovation, fortitude, and caring.
Where the community is diverse and full of promise.
Unibank is proud to introduce Invest Worcester,
a savings account that reinvests deposits into home ownership, small business, and community development.
While earning a premium rate of interest, help invest in Worcester's future.
Unibank. Together, we can build a better Worcester.
Wachusett Wine and Spirits, where you'll shop in comfort one of the area's largest selection of over 1,500 domestic, international, and craft beers. A wide selection of fine domestic and international wines for any occasion, as well as unique premium liquors and handcrafted spirits. Wachusett staff is committed to exceptional customer service and finding specialty items for their customers. Visit WachusettLiquors.com for monthly specials and gift certificates. Route 12 West Boylston, across from the Manor.
Before or after the Crusaders hit the court, come on down to Bentley Pub in Auburn, Route 12 near the junction of the Mass Pike. Visit us online at bentleypub.com.
It all starts with a touch. The smallest thing that sets her heart in motion. The rhythm of love, the only jewelry powered by her heartbeat.
New Tech Design is a proud supporter of Holy Cross Women's Basketball. Custom printing, embroidery, promotional items, and more. Visit us online at newtechdesignGroup.com.
Established in 1939, Standard Auto is a name that you can trust. With over 40 acres of early and late model parts, Standard Auto has what you need. Bring us your worn out or used cars. Call us last for the best prices. Standard Auto, 257 Granite Street in Worcester.
Welcome to Lundgren Honda of Auburn. We are the largest Honda dealer in central Massachusetts. Choose from over 500 new and pre-owned Hondas, always in stock. And inside, you'll find all the support you'll need to make your ownership experience the best it can be. That's why we have the highest return of repeat buyers here at Lundgren Honda. Listen, if we don't have it here, chances are you won't find it anywhere. Lundgren Honda of Auburn. Experience it.
The Holy Cross Basketball Show is presented by Lundgren Honda of Auburn.
Welcome back to the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show, presented by Lundgren Honda of Auburn. Coach, to wrap things up here for this episode, as we progress towards the Patriot League, it's Boston University in Game 1 on the 30th of December, and then another game on January 5th, a matinee with all the kids from the Worcester Public Schools and the area schools coming in to play Colgate. These are obviously two big games because they're Patriot League games, and you should have pretty good atmospheres for both.
I would hope so. That 30th, we're playing at 1 o'clock. I think a lot of people are off the day before New Year's Eve, and Turnpike Trophy, it's in an improved BU team. Really a big game to get us started in the Patriot League. And then the 6th year of our annual Get Fit with the Lady Crusaders, and my buddy Phil Giarusso has done a great job kind of circling the wagons, as you say, with me, calling the principals and getting, we had over 2,700 last year. I think because of the timing and not being right before Christmas, it may be a little less, but still, the kids get a great deal out of it. And as one teacher said, this is better than Christmas, Coach, for a lot of these kids, and that makes me feel good that they come. And now to the new Hart Center, I think it should be great. First time we've played a league game. So we'll have Colgate coming in with a new coach, and should be two great games. And I'm still optimistic about this Patriot League season. We're a fun team to watch. We're a young, enthusiastic team, as I say on our commercial for this show. And I hope the city will come out and we'll have a great atmosphere here.
It's probably not a bad year, too. I mean, to have a little bit of a Christmas break, kind of reset. Now you're 0-0 going into Patriot League play.
Right.
Because, again, this is where the women's basketball team, the men's basketball team makes their stake to go to the NCAAs. It happens in conference.
It happens in conference. It's going to come down to 3 games in March, or as the men saw, 4 games in March because they were in the playoff game. So no matter what, it's about the conference, and this is a good time for us, I think, to kind of regroup after Arizona, get home with family, come back here on the 27th, ready for a new season, and I'm confident our girls will be ready.
All right, coming up on Christmas and New Year's, what are you asking for from Santa?
No, just good health, a lot to be thankful for. I mean, Lisa's got both her parents, Chick and Bert, are at 85, and Dad, is a lot of positive attitude and prayers, 4 cancer surgeries, back playing tennis, and God bless him, and my mother, Pat, 82. A lot to be thankful for, and I never want to take that for granted. And this is a season of love and a great time. Just be thankful. Hug your loved ones out there and be thankful for a very Merry Christmas to all our listeners in the Central Mass area and everyone at Channel 3. It's a great relationship with Holy Cross Women's Hoops, and just hope everyone has a very merry and joyous and peaceful Christmas season.
All right, Coach Gibbons, thanks very much. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you, Andy, and the family.
We will see you in the new year, maybe with a couple of wins under the belt in the Patriot League. You've been watching the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show presented by Lundgren Honda of Auburn. Have a great night.